Happy Friday. Welcome in to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's show, we have the latest New England Patriots news and rumors. We're going to be talking about DeAndre Hopkins. Got a big update on D-Hop we'll get to. Also about the idea of possibly bringing in Mike Evans. We'll go over all of that and more coming up in just a matter of moments. Before we do, folks, we were able to take down the Bengals breakdown successfully. We also were able to take down the Commies as well in our sub-battle. Now our next opponent is the lowly Texans Today channel. And I got to tell you, if you need incentive to do this, do it for Bill O'Brien. Let's get some revenge on Texans Today and that Texans channel. Let's catch them up next and win this sub-battle. Let's see if we can get to 4,000 subs first. We're covering your New England Patriots like no one else is on the internet. We told you that the more subscribers we get, the more content we bring you. And we've honored that promise. We're doing longer videos now, and we could still have some more stuff in the works as well if you subscribe to the channel, continue to grow this thing. Might be able to do some watch parties, some live shows potentially in the near future, but we got to keep growing. Subscribe now for free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. We'll get started with today's show. ESPN's Dianna Russini reports that New England is still interested in free agent wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. And this has been an ongoing saga for several weeks, right, to see what exactly is going to go down with DeAndre Hopkins. First, it was the trade market. No one was interested in taking on that contract near $20 million. Now he's been a free agent for about a week now, and no progress has been made just yet as far as where he will go. He still remains out there. So what about the Patriots? Russini says there's still a chance he ends up in New England. Listen to this. The Patriots are interested in DeAndre Hopkins, and we're going to see over the next few weeks Hopkins taking visits with different teams, and he's going to make a decision of what's best for him. Now, here's more from Russini. Listen to this. Russini adds that the Bills are not all in on him, but they've had conversations and just watching how it goes at this point. She also added the Cowboys and Jets are currently not interested in him. Hopkins is expected to begin visiting teams next week or so. So, still in the running, despite what we heard a few days ago, that it was an arms race between the Bills and the Chiefs. Seems like things have kind of slowed down on that end. The Patriots are still a contender. With that said, though, there is another new report on DeAndre Hopkins that the Patriots are not a program fit for D-Hop. Now, we typically hear this language when we're talking in college athletics, right, of where you would fit with the program that goes with you. But in this case, as Phil Perry of NBC Sports Boston points out, there seems to be some divide of some sorts of how D-Hop would fit culture-wise in New England. Listen to this. He is not thought to be, I'm told, a program fit. Hopkins doesn't practice. That sentiment was echoed by others who identified the Patriots as a rigid working environment where emphasis on intense preparation is modest. That's not him. He's never been that guy. So, well, here's the thing. When it comes to the New England Patriots, we all know this. It's no secret. There is an expectation to do things the Patriot way. Now, think about this, of what you're hearing as far as D-Hop not being a program fit. When you look back over the years, Bill Belichick has successfully taken veteran players who were thought to have problems and maybe not adapt to the Patriot way and come in and teach them how to do things and play championship caliber football and adapt to the Patriots way of doing things. So although you have this track record potentially on DeAndre Hopkins of not doing things necessarily the way New England likes to do things, history tells us that the Patriots have overcome these situations before. So, interesting to say the least. Will the Patriots sign DeAndre Hopkins? Our pinned comment today. You might get an ad break, if so, take advantage of it. Get your votes in. Y for yes, in for no. Will the Patriots sign D-Hop or not? Tell me what you think. Y for yes, in for no. Bleacher Report has named New England as the top trade destination for Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans. And we've heard rumblings for the last couple of weeks that the Patriots, they look at their receiving core and they say, look, you got some good receivers. but you don't have a great receiver. And with Bill O'Brien wanting a clean slate for this offense, of hitting the reset button, could we see the Patriots upgrade, move on from their good to average receivers and upgrade to try to go get a great receiver, whether it's a D-Hop or a Mike Evans, either one? Well, here's the case that was made by Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport. Evans will also turn 30 in the final year of his contract. And while the Buccaneers may be able to hang around in a bad NFC South with Baker Mayfield at quarterback, the notion that the Buccaneers are any real threat in the postseason just doesn't hold water. The Buccaneers could accelerate a rebuild with the draft capital gained in trading Evans, and even if Evans isn't the dominant force he once was, he could still make a big difference for a contending team. I got some thoughts on this. We'll examine this situation and where Mike Evans could potentially fit for New England here in just a second. But first, your chance to weigh in the comments section. What receiver would you rather have? Would you rather just go ahead and pay the money for DeAndre Hopkins and have him on your roster? Or would you rather give up assets and pay Mike Evans as well? We're not going to do that all things being equal thing because nothing is ever equal, okay? Let's be honest with y'all. What would you rather do? Would you rather sign D-Hop and not have to give up anything? Or would you rather trade Mike Evans and potentially give up players or draft capital? Let me know what you think. Type DH for DeAndre Hopkins. Type me, M-E, for Mike Evans. Let me know what you think. Pick one wide receiver. D-Hop or Mike Evans. DH for DeAndre Hopkins. M-E for Mike Evans, and let me know. Folks, continue to encourage you to subscribe to the channel here as we're talking about your New England Patriots every day. It's been my pleasure to talk about your favorite team. This franchise deserves the best coverage, and that's what we're doing to try to bring you. Whether it's breakdowns from OTAs or news and rumors segments, we have it all, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be with you all season long here on the channel. Subscribe for free. Turn on notifications. You'll be glad you did. Would it be great to have Mike Evans? Absolutely it would be. But if we're being honest here, I think the chances of Mike Evans being traded to begin with, whether it's New England or not, but just leaving Tampa Bay is highly unlikely at this point in time. Tampa Bay is in an interesting position where you have a head coach that's on the hot seat. You have a quarterback in Baker Mayfield that is in a prove-it year. You have two all-pro caliber receivers in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I don't think Tampa is all in just yet on the rebuild. I think they're trying to salvage what they can right now and make things work. So I don't even think realistically, whether it's to New England or any other team for that matter, that Mike Evans is an actual trade piece for anybody, unless you make some offer that they can't refuse of some sorts. Now, if you were to bring in Mike Evans, he's still one of the best in the NFL, four-time Pro Bowler as recently as 2021, a Super Bowl champion, former first-round pick out of Texas A&M. Mike Evans is fantastic, and he's coming off of, I kid you not, 4 straight seasons of over 1,000 yards. This past year, when the Bucs were just simply a mess, his touchdown number went down from 14 to 6, but he still had more yards than he had the year prior with 1,124. His average yards per reception went up to 14.6. Mike Evans is still fantastic, and he'd be an asset and be a great player for anyone he plays for. But the asking price is going to be very high, and I don't think Tampa Bay is ready to move on from Mike Evans and Chris Godwin just yet. Should the Patriots trade for Mike Evans? If they get the opportunity to bring in Mike Evans, and knowing the cost, it won't be cheap, what do you think about the idea of trading for Mike Evans? Tell me what you think in the comments section. T for trade, P for pass. Should the Patriots trade for Mike Evans and bring him in or not? Let me know what you think in the comments section. T for trade, P for pass. Hit me up on social media. Going to be enjoying the rest of the weekend as the Summer of Jones continues. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same at Tyler Jones Live. You can find me there. Have a great rest of your weekend. Make the most of it, and we'll see you next time right here on Patriots Today.